Hi, Sue Ricks from Sue Ricks Academy. Answering a question that I have had about why you might want to work the Ileo Caecal Valve when somebody's got sinus congestion, and that's in this book, which is The Gentle Touch of Reflexology for Babies and Children. And I put into this book about, there's lots of different conditions in here where it tells you the reflex points to work. And in here it says the Ileo Caecal Valve when children have got sinus issues. So I wanted to show you why I think that's a really good place. So the Ileo Caecal Valve is just there where my finger is. So here we see it on the chart, the Ileo Caecal Valve, and it's the base of where we go up the ascending colon, across the transverse colon, down the descending colon, and then round and out to the rectum and the anus. So the Ileo Caecal Valve here is a useful point to work if they've got sinus issues, and the sinuses are also in the toes. So it's a good place to work because very often when children have got problems with sinus issues, there might be a food component going on. So lots of children have got a sensitivity to dairy. They're just finding it really difficult to just process everything that they are receiving, some of the things that they really like, some of the things they don't like, but more importantly, some of the things that their body doesn't like. So it can be a component of cow's milk, and obviously little babies are human babies and calves are baby cows and they drink cow's milk. Now, lots of us can drink cow's milk, but lots of us can't drink cow's milk. So it might be the lactose, it might be the whey, it could be a component of dairy, it could be other things too. Very often when children do have a sensitivity to dairy, then they can get real problems in their sinuses. They can be really snuffly. They can have that sort of horrible mucousy, green mucousy experiences. They can have tummy upsets. So the Ileo Caecal Valve, the point that I showed you on the feet, which is just there, as we saw on the chart in the book, it's a really good point to be able to work, to be able to help children who've got sinus issues, because they might have sinus issues with what's going on with the pressure or overthinking. Very often it's also linked to food sensitivities. So that's why working the Ileo Caecal Valve is also a really good place. So you can work along the whole of the area of the Ileo Caecal Valve, around the Ileo Caecal Valve all the way through the bowel sweep, and work through those areas. And then you can also work through the toes as you work along to be able to give that some relief as that too. So just working these points here and draining. So just around and drain. And then just a nice sweep across underneath the toes. So that point, along with the point which is just where my finger is, just in this area here, is a great point to be able to work when you're supporting children who've got sinus issues. So there it is. Again, the Ileo Caecal Valve is just there. So sinus congestion, Ileo Caecal Valve, along with the other points. Okay, lots of love from Sue Ricks. Bye.